on to our fun and games. Let's do some Top That Trade. We have Alan Knuckman, the Chief Market Strategist at BullseyeOption.com, and Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network News contributor. Ready to go, guys. Round number one. Historical trends history. A strategist tells MarketWatch retail investors are completely baffling Wall Street. Are historical trends a thing of the past in this brave new world of trading?
Well, what's the first thing they teach you? Past performance is not indicative of future results. So the past has its place, but it's in the past. Obviously, technology and innovations have moved the markets dramatically. Now everybody gets access to information that only the few did. But what that's done is give us endless opportunities. So I look at it as a good thing. But yeah, you can't bury your nose in old newspapers nowadays. It's not going to help you.
I agree with that. And I think the reason why the retail investors keep beating Wall Street is they're more optimistic. They believe in America sometimes than these jaded old guys, guys like my age, right? So, they're always looking for, the bad thing to happen, where I think the retail investors, you're right. They're very educated these days. They're able to get information, but also too, you have a lot of participation in 401ks, and these people are in for the long haul. They don't get shaken out on the news of the day. And believe it or not, that's how Warren Buffett got rich, right? He said, believe in America, invest for the long haul, don't try to pick the market. And that's why retail is beating the old Wall Street guys.
Round two, space race. What space stock do you think is likely to go to the moon? The ARK ETF, Rocket Lab, Lockheed, Tesla, SpaceX, or Amazon Blue Origin?
No, Rocket Lab is the one. I'd like to do SpaceX because, they have these rockets that can go up and go into the side. They're amazing, and rockets that can come back from outer space. This is the stuff when I grew up in the 60s that we used to dream about, right? These kind of space rockets. It's exceeded even our imaginations about how cool this is. But SpaceX, you can't really invest directly the way you'd like to. So Rocket Labs, you can. And I think it's a huge takeover target and really is a good way to play this move.
Well, this is a good example of maybe finding a good ETF that focuses on, space and defense innovations, because they're all kind of tied together. So instead of trying to pick the individual stock, I would look at an ETF if I'm not an expert. But yeah, you got to remember, Star Trek, all that stuff has come real, and it's just a matter of the future, and the future is bright.
Round three, tasty trades. What food-related stocks or commodities would you nibble on this year?
Well, I look at Coke. I know Coke technically is not a food, but for a lot of people that were addicted, like I was, till I kicked it, it's pretty important. But Coke's been traded between 65 and 75, so a breakout here sends us to 85. Right now, we're at the middle of that, so we still have some upside to make some new highs. But Coke has never failed.
Congratulations on breaking that addiction. He still hangs on to the big gold cup once in a while, shakes a little bit, but good job.
I look at iced tea now. Iced tea is my deal.
I see it is. But I'll tell you what, I like Cheerios. I'm telling you, just an old one, General Mills, the yield on this is still pretty good. And the growth for General Mills over the next couple of years, earning per shares could be as much as 5%. It's paying a 3.5% yield. And what's even more attractive about this stock, it's really been beaten up. And now, because they use a lot of grain, we're going to have a record crop of grains here in the United States. That means General Mills is going to get a lot of their input costs at a very low price. So that's why I like General Mills.
Staying with the food theme for your bonus round question today, what foods have lower prices at the moment when compared to a year ago? Apples, potatoes, eggs, all of the above or none of the above?
All of the above. They are all lower. And eggs, of course, was a big dramatic point that everybody felt the pain because his prices were crazy. But the chickens are doing their job. So let's hear for the chickens. And I say all of the above.
Yeah, it's all of the above. I agree.
That is correct. You guys are getting winner chicken dinners. Oh, wait, we need the chickens.
Supply, demand. Yeah, we can't do that.
Well, you guys are still winners. Business First AM will be right back.